To our business, and I'm talking of the future, because when we come to these meetings and everything, or these seminars, we want to know what's happening in the future. The price situation is a critical part of the business. Am I buying the product at the right price, the right product? Cost optimization, running costs of the equipment. How much does a piece of equipment cost? You can buy something cheap, but it doesn't mean to say it's going to be cheap when you run it. More profit. Okay, it's obvious, every company needs to make more profit. Workers, you cannot find them. I'm sorry, the kids today, they get a job on IT and everything, they want to come into our industry and make their hands dirty, they're not interested. We have a big problem in finding future people. It's not just here in this area of Macedonia, it's across the world. Workers are expensive, even a non-skilled worker. Wages are rising. Skilled workers are even harder to find somebody in the industry who knows his job. The information channels vital for today's business in all areas: service data, machine data, supply data. This is extremely important for us. Manpower isn't cheap anymore. If you look around the world and you see everything on that side, manpower is becoming very expensive. So what do? I can't get the manpower, or he's expensive. I can't find skilled workers. This is a problem in our industry. Also the following, much higher level of HSE, health, safety and environmental. It's very big in our business, and it's become very expensive and very, how can I say, hard to control. HSE is very important. Environmental issues we are confronted with. New carbon taxes, emission laws. New technology in the market, do I need it? Image of your company, are you covering all these areas? Because if you're not, could you lose business? The future's not looking good, or is this the case? Well, basically, this is what I'm going to do from our company, what we're trying to do to solve a lot of these problems in the future. In the following, we'll be looking at cost optimization. We'll be covering this with AAI and crush control. You'll find out what this means is autonomous artificial intelligence, crush control is telemetrics. More profit, hybrid drive and autonomous systems. Using hybrid drive and autonomous systems, making your company more profitable. Personnel, I said you can't find them. Autonomous systems, they will help you. Expensive personnel, crush control, telemetrics, autonomous systems. Skilled personnel, autonomous systems. The vital information channel, service data, machine data, running data, all the data of your equipment in your mines, in your quarries, everything where you are. And I will be covering this with telemetrics and autonomous systems. I'll come to this in a second. So I said the future of crushing. Where is the future of crushing? Where are we? What are we doing? What have we got to do in the future? Because I'm saying to you all, don't look a couple of months ahead. You need to be looking 5 years ahead, because this is the situation. So our professional experience has been there since 1950. And in fact, the start of the research of the AAI, autonomous artificial intelligence, we started, in fact, not in 2023, it says, in fact, it's 2020. So the equipment that we make is equipment we put into many mines, into many construction companies on that side. I'm not here to talk about equipment. I'm talking about technology. I'm coming on to hybrid drive. The first thing, a lot of people don't understand hybrid drive. I get people come to me at trade shows or asking me, where's the batteries on the crusher? I say, what do you mean the batteries? Yeah, well, let's run the crusher. I said, we don't have to start the engine. There's no batteries on a crusher. So we found out, what is hybrid? What does it mean? Well, if you look here, you'll see the engine is blue. That's your engine. Then we have a generator. Your generator is then making the electricity that's running the whole of the plant. This is, be it stationary, mobile, whatever. But the big thing on hybrid drive is if that engine breaks down and you need a new engine. Now, we're a manufacturer. I can tell you we wait 6 to 8 months for a new engine. You want to get a new engine outside there, if your engine's broke down, it's very hard. Go to all the manufacturers, it's very hard. But on this side, alternative power, I can connect up to a generator set. I plug in to a generator set. I can plug in to electrical power from the grid. I can plug into solar power. I can plug out of the machines. So hybrid means alternative power, not that you've got batteries on the machine as such. A lot of people get, how can I say, don't know what this means. The benefit of hybrid technology, the efficiency of a diesel-electric system, 99% permanent power at the right time, right place. Who drives an electric car here? Nobody? That's not good for the industry, is it?
No infrastructure.
But if you drive an electric car, you put your foot down, it's power straight away. So this thing of electric it's got permanent power, 99% there. Optimized load control. It's only taking what it needs power to drive the machine. We have a saving between 40 and 85% fuel saving depending on the crushing system. And this is huge, and I'll come on to this in a minute. Up to 8 or 10% more crushing efficiency and production due to electric drive and control systems. So the technology has arrived, and we will prove this in the following presentation. Cost savings from A to Z. Cost summaries. This is a summary of a diesel hydraulic drive system going to diesel electric drive systems. The price of fuel is getting much more higher. It's not going down. Okay, Macedonia, it's still quite cheap. I'm going to make sure I fill up my car before I go home, by the way, because it's bloody cheap here, you know. But still, it's very expensive, and the cost of fuel is going up all the time. And we worked out on one of our machines, we can show you, on a 10,000 hours, 6 to 8 years, a saving of 680 to 980,000 euros just by going to this type of technology. And even when we go up here with other things I'm coming on to later, we can save up to 1.5 million euros on a 10-year system by using different types of technology. So tax savings. In the future, companies will be taxed on carbon footprint. It's a big thing today. The footprint is high, you'll be paying higher taxes. And the carbon taxes is a global thing on this side. If you go to all global companies, they're all working on this side. We're supporting many companies in this area. Governments are now giving large grants of tax advantages to companies investing into the technology, between 30 and even up to 65%. I was in America last month, and they were even offering 90% up in Florida. So this is the way it's going. The image. This technology gives companies a very positive image that they're using in their marketing, because companies want to be seen as a green company, and they want to be seen as they're protecting the environment. So, environmental benefits, low emissions, carbon footprint, on the way to zero emissions, ability to change one power source to another power source, cleaner power opportunities, less pollution to no hydraulic on oil drives. And some of these machines have got 1,000 litres of oil. If the pipe breaks and it runs into a river or into a lake, well done, because you've got a huge contamination issue there. Noise reduction as well. So basically, these would be like one of the machines running on this latest technology on this side. Could be in a quarry, could be in a mine, and everything. But where are we going? Where's the future? Also making high-grade recycling type of material, because these machines work in recycling as well, not just in mines and everything on that side, which is a big thing. Recycling is going to be a big part of the future. Also, for extracting all the metal out of this recycling, because metal is a precious material. You get a lot of money for this. So now I'm coming on to autonomous crushing. And what does autonomous crushing mean? And what does that word mean? Well, we started in 2020 with research, and we work with the university in Austria, in Leoben, which is one of the biggest mining universities in the world. And we started to develop this project of an 80-ton crusher to develop an innovation of a track mobile impact crusher, new goals, new standards on autonomous crushing, compact components, optimized design, track mobile plant, efficiency, production, optimum crushing, reducing of the environmental impact, carbon footprint, everything in this area. So when we come to autonomous, what does it mean? I mean, we've got the autonomous car. And on this side is level 0 is no autonomous at all. Autonomous level 1 is cruise control. We know this of cars. Level 2, some automation, but requires human attention at all times. Level 3 can self-drive, but requires intervention at severe conditions. This is where we are on the cars today. And also highly autonomous level 4 in America. This is where you can jump into a taxi, or in China, and there's nobody sat in the car. Level 5 is completely autonomous. These are the levels that autonomous is. So how do we put this into crushing? And where are we going on this side? Well, level 1 is crush control here this side, and crush control is your telemetrics. I mean, a lot of people have been using telemetrics for many years, but the advanced telemetrics has given you all the information that's sending over a satellite, and if you're in a very remote area, using Starlink to send the information to you. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the tool for the future, because you'll be working with this all the time. The information to you going to where you need, the information chain. So on crush control AAI, all the information that we have in the crusher was going over a telemetric monitoring system that's been sent to a digital twin. This is a digital laboratory that's with SBM at the Montan University of Leoben in Austria. We store this on a non-database and in our machine as well. All information, parameters will be evaluated by AAI. So this is a situation where we have all the crush control, everything how that crush is running is stored in a database. We have on this side around 15,000 test results that we use for using an autonomous system and also using algorithms. Algorithms are a lovely word, it means an average. So a lot of people like to use complicated words, but it means an average, the rule of thumb. So on a level 3, we are filming all the material comes into the hopper of that machine. So that when that is filmed, it's going back, and if the operator or the quarry or the miners put a different type of material in there, this will monitor this and will change within 5 seconds the whole of the parameters of the crusher. So if the crusher is not set up or anything set, this will set it up itself. Every 5 seconds the information is sent back to the database. From the database it's then sent into the digital twin to SBM and to the University in Leoben. So if anything needs to be changed in a crusher, it will change within 5 seconds. No operator, nobody on there, nothing. The crushed material then, we have sensors after the crusher and also cameras that are filming the material. So it films the material. So if the material is not in specification or not to what we want, again within 5 seconds this machine will change all configuration on a crusher. You don't need no personnel, nothing on this side. So everything's happening on this crusher. With cameras and sensors, we're changing the configuration of the material that you need. If the material is not in specification, you get a warning on your phone or from the machine. So this is where we're now, no operators on the machine, nothing around the machine is running itself, and no operator can run the machine like this at all. So what happens is the cameras is it films all of the material, and it looks, and these are very highly specialized cameras. And as you see, we can see all the configuration of the material, the size of the material, what is the quality of the material. And at the back we go to, it's the sand, it's 0 to 5 millimeter. It's very hard on that side of the camera. So now we work on algorithms that's coming from the database. So saying, if I want to produce a 040, a 030, or whatever it is, in this type of production, this will be telling us, and the machine will change itself and will give you the production what you need, and will make the alterations on the crusher. At the beginning, you'll see the blue model is a model that's coming out of the algorithms, out of the database, everything on here. The red model is what's coming out of the crusher. So when you see at the beginning here, there was a big gap between what was coming out. But after a period of a couple of months, we found out that the crusher and the model were getting very accurate, down to 2 or 3%. So this is very good to say that we're saying what the material is going to come out of the crusher is exactly what it should be. So this is just a quick video of this, how it works. Can you turn that up, please?
Mark the beginning of a new era of the processing technology. From the material information fed into the quality control of the final product, the Raymax 600 works completely autonomously. The machine uses an intelligent traffic light system to inform the excavator operator of the feeding intervals into the crusher. Everything else is done by the Raymax 600 independently and without further operational personnel. Every 5 seconds, our intelligent SBM, the red box AAI, updates all relevant data via our worldwide networked cloud system. All relevant information such as performance levels, CCS gap settings, the size fraction of the end product up to the energy consumption and the degree of the wear parts. So you always have full control wherever you are. The intelligent predictive maintenance tool of the Red Box AAI informs you well in advance about upcoming maintenance work, including exchange and order planning for required wear parts. Through the self-learning process management in conjunction with the AAI, Autonomous Artificial Intelligence, the Raymax 600 continuously optimizes its settings with all the machines connected via the cloud system, or where they are in use around the globe, learning together. The Raymax 600 revolutionizes the market and saves costs through autonomous working, personnel optimization, continuous data exchange, predictive maintenance function for the maintenance and wear parts, permanent quality control, worldwide networking, intelligence process management. Everything very simple. Everything from a single source. That's SBN, Red Box, AAI.
So that was just explaining very quickly in the video what it is, but I just want to go in the last 5 minutes to say how it is this. The system will inform the operator and the customer the condition of his wear parts. A lot of things people don't understand, that people use their wear parts down to the last thing, sometimes damaging the machines. Or they use the wear parts and the last 10% where they should be changing. This system will tell you when to change your wear parts. It will show you your fuel consumption, it will show you the electric consumption, it will show you your production, and you'll see it's dropping. So you get a warning, change your wear parts. A lot of people will keep using the machine, will start to lose 500 tons a day, times €5 or €10. We're talking of a lot of money. Also, service intervals needed, important information, warning codes on there. The AAI system is a self-learning system. The more input data that the system receives, the cleverer, more accurate it will get. Over the years, the more machines are put into this system will be updated and backdated, and for companies who could be using 50 of these types of crushers across the world, could be seen which unit is running better. So it is a real, as we say, AAI system. We still need to enter the key data into the system like a sat-nav. So it's on that side, it's very much like getting your car. So we are using the AAI, and as the material goes in through the crusher, it is changing the configuration of that crusher permanently every 5 seconds to make sure you've got the best material at the right time, the right fractions. And if you want to make just one type of a material, could be a 10 to 15 millimeter, 20 millimeter, the machine will then program itself to give you the most of that material. So that's the material that you need or making money on. The machine will do this. No operator, nothing. You program it. So on to level 4, 2025, the system will optimize sensors and information collecting cameras installed with the electric current around the machine. Level 4 will start to recognize the input material of identification configuration groups. It will see, is it gravel, asphalt, natural rock, recycled material, any other materials. So what happens on this side is we call this system, it's called instant segmentation, segmentic segmentation. So the cameras are telling us what type of material is also coming through the crusher. And see this. It's happening today. This is no, if you see these picking stations of these systems where they've got all the industrial rubbish coming in, you've got robot arms picking out wood, plastic, metal, everything. They're using the same type of system. This is a technology that's there today. So this is what we're putting onto the crushing system, so the crusher will see what is going through the crusher. Innovation, every 5 seconds, wherever you are around the world, that system is updating itself. So basically, I've come to the end of this presentation. I've put as much information as I could in a short period of time. Basically, we're saying these are the latest designs of the machines that are coming out, where the machine is communicating also to the excavator driver with a traffic light system when to load the machine. The machine is sending all the data back to you. You can change all the configuration on the data on the machine from your office. You don't have to have an operator. So you'll be sat there with, maybe in 10 years' time, you can have 5 or 6 or 8 of these machines. You will have a guy at the desk program it. So we're trying to get the kiddies out of the school into working with us using AAI, because this is what we need to do. We need to find new people to come into our industry. It's a problem. So this is what we're doing on SBM. with how we're advancing this system. So, as I said, we go to a lot of shows. The next one's going to be the CONAG in the USA if you're there. And all I can say is that we want to be their reliable partner for the future. And the only thing I can end this seminar with, or say my speech today, is I'm coming to the end of my business career. I'm coming up to 67. And I'm worried that when I get to 70 or 80 that I've got to hand over my driver's license, because I'll be an old guy and I won't be able to drive my car. Well, I couldn't give a damn in the future, because they take my driver's license from 80 and get into my car, my autonomous driving car, and say, take me to the bar. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope it was interesting. I'll be here for the next 1 or 2 hours if you have any questions, and you're most welcome to come and see us, and you will hear much more about this technology. Thank you.